DMA means direct memory access. How does it perform the transfer of data operation? In simple term, DMA is an operation in which transfer of it from one source to another source. Let us say we have a CPU, input-output device, and the memory. Now, when I'm going to access the memory, then for the output device goes to CPU, and from the CPU it goes to memory. So as we can see, we need two cycles here. Since we need two cycles to perform the operation becomes complex and time-consuming. Now, let us say there is direct connection from input-output to memory. If this happens, the entire process is completed in one cycle. Here comes the role of DMA. This connection between input, output, and memory is provided by the DMA controller, also known as DMAC. This DMAC is the main chip that controls the entire DMA process. For example, CPU, DMAC, disk controller, and memory. As you can see, there are 4 blocks and all these 4 blocks are connected to each other with the help of bus. And we have external drive. So basically, this is the overview of the entire DMA transfer operation. So let's see how they perform the operation. First, work CPU does a program a DMA controller. This is the address, count, and control signals. So, what does contact this controller and to read the external drive and store in data inside the buffer. Here, as you can see, we are using buffer. So, why is it necessary need to store data in buffer? Always remember, just a temporary storage unit. We'll request this controller to transfer data, which is the buffer, to the memory. Check if the byte count is equal to 0. Once the byte count becomes 0, it sends an interrupt to the CPU stating the data transfer is complete. If not equal to 0, it will repeat the operation. This is the example of the DMA controller.
Bus arbitration. So it consists of system bus, which consists of data bus, address bus, and control bus. So what is arbitration? It is deciding who gets access for reading and writing. So for every transaction that who gets access is decided by arbitration. So why we need arbitration? So usually multiple devices may need to use bus at the same time. So for example, this bus connected to multiple devices. So this is the bus. That's device 1, device 2, device 3. That may use the bus at the same time. So yung bus, siya yung magde-decide kung sino yung device na nasa-servan niya first. So yung all data cannot load as data kasi nga only one device can serve at one at the time. So that's why we have bus arbitration scheme that usually try to balance the bus priority, and the fairness. So sa bus priority, inuuna niya yung highest priority na maserban bago yung lowest priority. Well, dito naman sa fairness, siya yung nag-give ng service doon sa lahat ng devices. So, we have 3 arbitration mechanism. Daisy chain, polling, and independent request. So yung tatlong yan, nag-use sila ng special control lines. That means that yung bus arbitration mechanism is nagsiserve based dun sa prioritize nila. Then yung bawat isa nito is may sarili ding mga rules. At yung bus arbitration pala, may isa lang siyang bus master. So, unahin na natin yung daisy chain. Sa daisy chain. So, bus master. Tapos may dalawa siyang lines. 1, 2. Yung una is the bus request. And sumunod is yung bus BC. So, we have 3 devices. Device 1, device 2, and device 3. Tapos, this line is for bus grant. Ayan. Kukonect mo lang siya sa... So, yung bus master, i-grant niya, i-serve niya muna is yung highest priority. So, yung highest priority sa dito is yung D1. While the lowest priority naman is yung D3. So, pag yung bus master, nag-grant siya ng signals kay D1. Yan, so, bus grant. Pag tinake niya yung bus, magsasend siya ng busy signal. So, pag na-accomplish na yung work niya, magbabus release siya, then, masasend na yung signal dun sa next device. Then, pag tinake naman dito yung signal, magsasend siya ng busy signal. Then, pag na-accomplish ulit yung work, magbabus release, then, magsasend ulit ng next signal dun sa D3. Then, pag tinake ni D3 yung signal, magsasend siya ng busy signal. Then, pag na-accomplish ulit, bus release. Yan. So, yung advantage nito is simple lang. Pasaya lang siya, magre-request si bus. Tapos, ang ipaprioritize ni bus master is yung highest priority, which is yung D1. Then, mahuhuli niya i-prioritize is yung D3 because siya yung lowest priority. So, kunyari, si D1 nag-request ng bus request. So, si bus master mag-send siya ng signal, ng grant signal kay D1. Then, si D1, pag tinik niya to, mag-send siya ng busy signal. Then, pag na-accomplish yung work, magbabus release, then yung signal mapupunta dun sa, magsasend siya ng signal dun sa D2. Then, pag yun D2, tinake it ulit, yung signal, magsasend siya ng busy signal. Then, pag na-accomplish ulit, bus release, then, masasend dun ulit sa next device, yung bus grant signal. Then, ganun ulit. Hanggang sa makapunta na siya sa lowest priority. While yung disadvantage naman ito is can't assure fairness and slower. So, kaya can't assure fairness kasi nga, uunahin natin yung highest priority. So, yung lowest priority, maghihintay pa siya ng indefinite time para lang ma-prioritize siya. Then, yung slower, yung daisy chain kasi, nagli-limit siya ng bus speed. So, yung sunod naman is polling. So, ito. Bus master. Tapos, may 3 lines naman to. Unlike dun sa daisy chain, 2 lines lang. So, yung first line is polling, bus request, and bus BC. Then, 3 device ulit. 1, 2, and 3. Ito is as thought lines. So, yung polling kasi, wala siyang bus grant directly. So, yung bus master, siya yung magde-decide which device has to serve first based on dun sa assign na ID. So, yung first step nito is if yung bus are not busy, make request. So, para ma-decide ni bus master which is the highest priority based dun sa assign na ID. So, yung master post, mag-play siya ng device ID. So, sa polling lines lang dapat yun. Sa dito lang. Sa dito lang dapat. So, ID, ID, ID. So, yung step 3, if the device get a bus grant, mark it bus busy. So, kunyari, yung bus master, inuna niyang iserve is si D2. So, pag si D2, tinik yung bus signal, magsisend siya ng BC. Ng BC signal. So, dito, BC. So, pag na-accomplish na yung work, magbabus release siya, then si bus master magde-decide nung sino sumunod. Kaya ito, si D1 yung sunod. So, magbabus grant siya kay D1. So, si D1, pag tinik to ni D1, magsasend siya ng BC signal. So, after ma-accomplish ng work, magbabus release siya, tapos si bus master magde-decide ulit kung sino yung sunod. Tapos, sinunod niya si D3. So, ganun ulit. So, yung advantage nito is no disadvantage of daisy chain. Kaya no disadvantage of daisy chain? Kasi si daisy chain, siya, yung wala siyang fairness dun sa devices niya. Kasi nga, may prioritize niya is highest priority. So, si lowest priority, mag-wait pa siya ng indefinite time para lang ma-prioritize siya. While dito sa polling, siya, yung si bus master, magde-decide siya based dun sa naka-assign na ID. Kaya walang maghihintay sa kanya ng matagal. Kasi kunwari, kung inuna niya si device 2, tapos pag tinik ni device 2 yung signal, magmamark siya as busy signal. Then pag after ma-accomplish ng work, magbabus release siya. Tapos si bus master mamimili ulit ng sunod. So, hindi siya yung sunod-sunod na kagaya nito. Siya, depende dun sa ID na binigay. Sunod naman is si polling. Si independent request. Si independent request. Independent request. Bus master. Tapos, tatlong device ulit. D1, D2, and D3. So, ito naman, may 2 lines in every device. So, request lines, grant lines, request line, grant line, request line, grant line. And this, yung huling naman is for bus BC. Ayan. So, dito naman, pag si D1 nag-request ng signal, si bus master naman, i-grant niya to. So, pag tinik ni D1, i-mark natin to as bus BC. Then, pag nag-release siya, may bus release, yung signal, malilipat yung signal dun sa next device. Magre-request si device 2, tapos i-grant naman ni bus master. Then, pag tinik ni dito, magbabus BC. So, dito, yung device, magre-request siya
Distributed arbitration. It is the type of bus arbitration wherein the calculation is distributed to multiple computers. For example, when you have a large amount of data, then you can divide it and send each part to particular computers which will make the calculations for their part. Distributed arbitration is a type of arbitration wherein all devices that are waiting to use the bus shares the responsibility of carrying out the arbitration process. Arbitration process does not depend on the central arbiter, and hence, distributed arbitration has higher reliability. In distributed arbitration, each device is assigned with a 4-bit ID number, and all devices participate in the selection of the next bus master. Lastly, in distributed arbitration, all the devices are connected using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. 4 arbitration lines to transmit the ID, and 1 line for the start arbitration signal. To request for the bus, the device must assert the start arbitration signal and place its 4-bit ID numbers on the arbitration lines. The pattern that appears on the arbitration lines is the logical knot of all the 4-bit device IDs placed on the arbitration lines. Device A has the ID number 5 and wants to request for the bus. This transmits the pattern 0, 1, 0, 1 on the arbitration lines. And device B has the ID number 6 and wants to request for the bus also. And it transmits the pattern 0, 1, 1, 0 on the arbitration lines. The pattern that appears on the arbitration lines is the logical knot of the patterns. And the pattern is 0, 1, 1, 0. It also appears on the arbitration lines. Arbitration process. Assume that the two devices A and B having the ID numbers 5 and 6 respectively. They are both requesting for the use of the bus. Device A transmits the pattern 0101 and device B transmits the pattern 0110. The code or pattern seen by both devices is 0111. 0111. Each device compares the pattern on the arbitration lines to its own ID, starting from the most significant bit. If it detects a difference at any bit position, it disables its drivers at that bit position and for all lower order bits. It does so by placing a 0 at the input of the drivers. In the case of our example, device A detects a difference on the line ARB1 because the most significant bit here is the line ARB0. So they have the same value. They have the value 1. So in line ARB1, our pattern is 1, while our ID number is 0. So they're different. Hence, it disables its drivers on lines ARB1 and ARB0. This causes the pattern on the arbitration lines to change to 0110. 0110, which means that device B has won the contention. Note that since the code on the priority lines is 0111, for a short period, device B may temporarily disable its driver line ARB0 because they have the different value 0 and 1. However, it will enable this driver again once it sees a 0 on the ARB1, resulting from the action by device A. So, there it is. That's how distributed arbitration works. That's all.